started. Alright, this is, I think, chapter 5?
I think so, yeah.
So, 2 luck die, 1 from steel, 1 from arrow. Arrow, you're trying to roll over steel.
Okay, just flat luck, right?
Yes. Okay.
Well, steel's luck with luck dice can.
Okay, then I'm gonna say that that is enough for you to luck out, and he is just a cold, dead corpse that twitches a few times, instead of eating your face.
Okay.
But he is very dead. The 2 people that you happily met just laugh at you, tell you that you're not going anywhere, and they're gonna chat with you tomorrow night.
They just killed Jason.
They gave him
How do you
blood.
Yeah.
How do you like them vampires now?
Yeah, no. There are going to be questions asked as to what the fuck they did to him.
You slut.
I wonder if this would be a humanity roll. I think this might be a humanity roll because he's playing hardball, so why not? Okay, he feels kind of bad. Good to know. That is mildly true, Demi, yes.
You talking about my back, Debbie?
No, I'm talking about
Oh,
behind,
shit.
in front of Aru's face.
Oh, okay.
Jesus Christ, you had to yell, you bastard.
Yes, I did. I had to make a surprise entrance.
Epic.
Wasn't
Don't
really
make
surprised
it
when
stop
Twitch gives
using
you a
the
ping.
headphone.
Son of a bitch, Twitch, you betrayed me.
You act like it doesn't always do that.
So, in the meantime, you fuckers have managed to quite happily shank a bitch and are now driving away.
Those tacos were really well.
Those tacos? Yeah, the morning snacks was nice.
Yeah. Right, you
Probably
drove
the
off. You had tacos before you killed her.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we did that before,
Yeah.
dude.
We need
Yeah,
more.
good to know.
Now we celebrated, dude, right? Come on.
Oh no, before we celebrate, it's now time to contact the higher-ups because shit seems to be going a bit bad here with a lot more presences than expected.
Yes.
I'm not sure that Demi got the ping for all the new presences yet. So
For the new two, yeah, no, not for the new two.
I mean, we only knew about possibly like up to 3 or 4. There's definitely
Yeah,
5.
they'd probably they'd actually still probably contact them so that they can float.
I only got pinged from 3 people.
Yeah,
One
you
of them
can
being Carlo.
contact them, but 4, maybe 5 was the assumed number, so around 4. So you're still within parameters, just on the outer edge of them.
Oh, okay. Then we'll just be reporting the whole killing part then.
And that will. Should we tell them about losing contact with, Jason? No, what's his face? James?
David.
No, not David.
Well, we lost contact with one of them for a while.
Mike.
I think we will actually see if we can't see about getting some aid here. Using those brownie points, as you call them, a little bit.
Alright.
We need a really nice and secure location, particularly that and some more proper, vampire hunting equipment.
Okay, which of you is negotiating for this?
I hope it's not me. Who else
Not
is here?
me.
I'm gonna toss the fucking phone at them.
Give it to Craft.
Me?
You go and tell them that we need to get a new place that is very nice and secure, as well as, generally some
More
better
equipment.
vampire equipment.
Yeah, we're getting to the hunting part. More the killing part, I mean. Yeah.
Probably. At the very least, we're pretty sure that at least one person is currently being interrogated and possibly mind fucked into giving all the info away.
Mm-hmm.
Possibly two people. So
Yeah.
we need to change directions really quick here.
I'll call them up.
Yes,
Ring,
please.
ring.
Thank you.
Ring, ring.
Yes, hello, Joe's Pizzeria.
Really?
One extra large Deus Vault.
No. Don't tell me I have to say that, Chris.
Well, it's probably a cover, so you would need to identify yourself.
Please use that.
In need of a campaign. I just do that.
Not against you.
Very well. Do you require a trebuchet or crusaders?
Oh, man. Trebuchet.
Very well. What construction of trebuchets and what size?
The biggest on the block.
Very well, sir. I'm gonna need your serial number and password for your rank before I can release the heavy armaments.
I need them quickly though. It's campaign is starting now.
Understood, sir. We can have them there before nightfall, wherever you are, I'm sure. I will, however, need that information.
Mm-hmm.
Name is Franz Kane.
Do you think he knows what he's talking about?
No.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, just say that. Just yeah, no. Just
And I assume you give whatever credentials you were
Yeah.
given.
No. Yes, I am.
Okay.
God damn it, Kraft.
Um. Let's
I should
see.
have known.
People, if you hear the faint sound of typing, then it sounds like someone is covering the phone and talking to someone else. Sir, I'm afraid I can't release the largest caliber trebuchets on just your say-so. It seems there is a problem with the rank you currently hold.
Just put it on the family.
Oh god.
Sir, I see a
No.
note here
No.
that I'm not allowed to do that. I'm sorry.
This
You
is
know
just
what?
brilliant.
Maybe I should take that phone and just what they're saying.
Yeah.
Mhm.
At this point, just
Oh, no, I'm just gonna
I
cover the
mean, you
phone.
can always give it to Demi, see if Clearsight sees through any potential obfuscate, if there is any.
Look,
Yeah.
if that's obfuscated, we're already fucked. That's what we're thinking about.
Yeah.
It's too late.
So I suppose that I'll just tap him on the shoulder, see about having just holding out my hand for the phone. Even though this should, in theory, be worse, I have a feeling it won't be.
Like, I'm not the most expressionist.
Do you have
person.
Hunter Tactics Craft? Because that might help you to figure out the code.
No.
Just
I wanted to take it, but you said I needed more training.
Okay.
give it
Fine,
to someone else.
I'll hand it to Lothar.
Excuse me, this is Lothar Armin Theophil Gunther.
Um. Very well. And why am I now talking to an underling?
It appears that someone is currently incapable of understanding something about what's going on. He seems super confused. Apparently,
Curious
I need to
typing.
translate.
Fuck you.
Very
My
craft. 6 feet under, bitch. Do it.
Okay. So while I'm here, what is the conversation about?
Uh, your superior used the code word for heavy armaments.
I'm presuming some form of siege was involved. How about the trebuchets were? Yeah, okay, I get it.
You would
Well,
actually know because you have hunter tactics maxed out. If it's the largest caliber of trebuchets, trebuchet is essentially anti-supernatural weapons, and largest caliber is probably like an incendiary rocket.
yeah, we don't need it.
Just for clarity. So
God.
he was trying to get an RPG with status 1.
Oh,
Okay.
for fuck's
What
sake.
we actually need is some trenches, as well as possibly a small amount of trebuchet. You know, one of the smaller types. But maybe even a blister or two could be included.
I see. I see. For how many people?
3 at the moment.
Hmm. I see. And are we talking about... What would they use for vampires?
Probably the knight.
No, that's too obvious.
Darn it.
Let's see. Probably
Saracens?
No, they wouldn't. It's not a fucking meme, even if it sounds like one.
Uh,
Okay. Shit.
Code words are probably how memes got started, actually.
Yeah.
yeah.
Just assume that
No.
it's something along the lines of something that is a biblical allusion to the people who live outside God's light that isn't necessarily obvious. Or
Sure.
whether it's more of a wild beast situation.
Like scene or some shit.
You know, nah, that would be too
Bats.
complex for most new people. Bother with that. Okay. So yes, the only other thing we might need is some scouts. Yeah, I think that's the right term.
For a
Mhm.
night.
That is effectively what I am saying. Yes, I need ways to see into the night.
You are the knight, but you can't quite see through the night.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You're a blind bat.
To be more accurate, asking for thermal things because we're talking about vampires, but I figure they get that
Mhm.
talking
Okay.
well enough and
Essentially, you have killed 3 targets and give me a charisma hunter tactics roll to see how well you can justify your requests in code. Because
Okay.
this will kind of help determine how much crap you can actually get.
Sadly, I really don't want to do too much in the way of willpower points. Those might be important for surviving later. And this is just stuff to help us out. So,
Mm-hmm.
no on that part. But, here's a roll.
Okay.
It's not bad.
Not bad.
It's not horrible. 3 is the basis for complete success still. In theory.
Know that.
Oh.
But,
Just not
okay.
bad.
With Ballistae, I assume you meant things like silent weapons, stake throwers, etc.
Essentially, yeah.
Not quite incendiary missiles, probably, but stuff that
That's what the
could probably put.
trebuchets are about, you fool. You're
Yeah.
just asking for minor trebuchets.
Mhm.
I just, in the background, I'm just talking to
You're
Jay.
asking for
I just want-
slingshots or some shit.
Okay,
I just want the trebuchets.
so this will arrive sometime around noonish, in like 4 or 5 hours, which will give you plenty of time to look over what they're able to get you. And trenches was essentially security of whatever kind they can provide.
Trenches is the closest I could think of for a good way to analogize for a base of some kind,
Okay,
more or less.
okay, let me figure out how they would do this. Okay, so yeah, that works. You know what? They're essentially gonna bring you an armored van of some kind that you can sleep inside with alarms built into it, clearly on loan. In terms of detection, you're gonna be able to operate these from inside a van, and you're gonna have 2 drones with night vision and thermal sensors to help you search fuckers out.
Fuck
Other-
yes!
Other than that,
Oh, fuck.
in terms
Okay,
of
let's play
trebuchets, let's say, how many would they send you? That wasn't an excellent roll, but how about an extra crossbow and 5 Dragon's Breath rounds for close range fuck yous? They're not gonna reach worth a damn, but if you hit someone with a shotgun blast from one of those, it is gonna be ag. You just need to be in their face, essentially.
Okay.
And I think you have a shotgun somewhere in the part inventory. If you don't, there would be one there. Like, shotgun is relatively easy. Either or.
Yeah. Not that I particularly know about, but yeah. I suppose we have one somewhere.
You still have Steel's Armory, so you have a total of 2 crossbows.
Yep.
Yeah.
And a silence piece. No, I never got the pistol back.
The pistol is the one thing you don't have.
You do have its silencer, so.
Yeah. I mean, you could... You have 5 rounds of Dragon's Breath, so you could just load 2 of the first ones in the 2 shotguns you have and just open up with those if things go down.
Okay. Generally sounds pretty good. So I think we're going to, while it's, while we're getting the location of where it is and such, I'm presuming it's not going to arrive until closer to the night.
No, it would arrive... You're doing this at like 6:30 or 7 a.m., so it's gonna be there by noon. It's probably coming from Boston, and that's not that far off. They just need to organize it, essentially.
Oh, sweet.
All
right,
so
guys.
since we're definitely gonna get
Let's
it,
start arming up.
Yeah, let's just edit in the group stuff so we know what we exactly got.
Okay,
100%.
okay. One
Just be tight.
essentially a fortified van, 2 seeker drones, another crossbow, and another shotgun, and 5... or you know what? Let's call it around 6 Dragon's Breath rounds, so you can split it between the 2 shotguns effectively.
Done.
Yeah, 3 crossbows total.
Yeah.
And 2 shotguns total.
Except I don't think anybody's gonna be using the crossbows. I'm gonna be using my sniper.
Yeah.
You're gonna use your sniper. I'm using the crossbow.
I could actually
enough.
probably use it myself.
It's firearms.
Just that-
and it's
So you
No.
know, you just take them and then you and Epic just beat the shit out of them.
If you do manage to get the damage through with a crossbow, that is a non-horrible thing. In terms of reloading a crossbow, essentially
Take
that... It takes more than that by default, but this is gonna be strength based at 6 and you have to get 3 success. So if you're really strong, you can do it potentially relatively quickly. But the default is ridiculous. It's at 5. 5 turns, I think.
Can I get a normal
Wait,
shot?
for a modern crossbow?
For a normal one.
Yes.
Which is
Have
why
you
I'm
ever
adjusting
tried to
its
reload one?
steel.
Okay.
Just assume that
I think-
these are essentially set up in a way that allows you to just... There's like a lever to yank it back, and as long as you're strong enough, you can do it very quickly.
But yeah. Let's see. That's all good stuff. All right. So, we go and we're gonna start making Molotovs.
Okay.
This is important. We need these in the base
In case you get ambushed.
in case we get ambushed.
Okay. How do you wish to proceed about doing this without getting caught? Because police might have questions if you are seen doing this.
Seen doing what?
Exactly. You need to tell me how you're going about this so I can know if there's a weak spot in there that could lead to you getting fucked.
Oh, I thought it was pretty simple in general. We go over, we buy some alcohol, we get that ready, and then we go and separately buy a tank or two of gasoline.
Okay.
Like one person buys one thing and the other person buys the
Okay,
other.
so
You have
you
two
spend
cars.
several... So you spend like an hour just driving around, buying a few cases of beer in several shops and just emptying them out. And then you buy some gasoline and fill it up.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And stuff it with some rags.
Okay. Excellent. Perfect. That would work. Good. But yeah, I need to know how much time you're spending and I need to know what footprint you're leaving because that might come up later when people are trying to track said footprint in some way.
Totally.
Alright. So. Okay. Let's say sometime after noon you have filled all the stuff up and you are in your armored van with your shiny new equipment and I assume you've ditched the old base for now?
The old base, yes. I think we're actually going to put this like a block or two from the new base.
Mm-hmm.
We're not sure if it's compromised or not, but if it is, it might make a good distraction for if we need to kill some vampires or anything.
Alright. Keep in mind at this point, I think that at least a few of you have not slept the past night and it's edging past midday. You can power through, but you will take, you'll have to roll stamina and you will take at least some penalties for not having slept.
I mean, we could take a few naps if we want to.
I don't remember who needs sleep. Probably me. Yeah, well,
All of you, I think.
All of us, yeah.
All of you.
Yeah,
only
you
one-
guys woke. Yeah, you all of you woke up in the middle of the night to go hunting around for.
Actually,
Yeah,
only
for us,
Kraft.
and you-
Kraft was sleeping. We woke him up.
Yeah.
Craft was actually
Okay, good.
sleepy.
He's still going to be taking penalties by the nighttime, though.
So
Yeah.
I think that we can have Kraft still go over and see about trying to find the vampires before he comes back to take another nap himself.
Okay, how do you wish to go about finding the vampires? Those of you who are gonna
Mostly,
try.
just I think we're just trying to rely on his supernatural stuff because somehow he got.
Oh, that was Demi.
Yeah, that was me.
Oh, that was Demi.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck that, Kraft. You stay around. Demi, I want you to take a nap and then go do that.
Okay.
Rip.
Okay, so
Kraft, you
assuming
can see about
this.
setting up the base. How's that? Our new mobile base.
I
Okay,
guess.
so assuming that this is somewhere in the autumn, the sun goes down at 6 or 7. Do you have another 5 or so hours till sundown? You probably
think
need to sleep at least something like just short of 4 to be semi-functional if you load upon coffee and stims. As in to the point where you wouldn't be taking penalties. So plan your time accordingly.
Yep. I think I'll move us actually a little bit further if it's that late, and we'll actually just take a full nap, and then we'll see about just trying to stay here for the night, unless we manage to detect where some vampires are.
Okay.
We're basically doing scouting of a sort. We might use the drones actually. Craft, you got technology?
I do.
Sweet. You can use the drones.
Yes,
can get the
you do. Plenty of it, in fact, for something like this. Oh, god damn it.
Yeah, with that being the case, I think we will just park here and try and make sure that nothing happens unless something happens for the night. We're planning to try and get this to the next day.
So am I just gonna keep an eye around our area, or
Yeah, here, you can use the
okay.
shotgun. Unless
Okay.
Debbie wants to use the shotgun.
No,
we had
I'll get one shotgun, but you know, for now, I'll just have my sniper at my place.
Okay, Epic. Why don't you roll me intelligence hunter tactics for something?
Sure.
We'll call it a 7. Yeah, you've heard about these drones. They're a recent development. There is a new legend about a town that fought against the darkness and lost, but the people fought bravely till the last, and this is one of the weapons they developed in their desperation to track vampires.
Fuck you.
Okay,
Most
Mr.
annoying
Comeback.
shits ever.
Is that Toluca?
Yes.
Oh, forgive me. I completely missed the reference.
Oh, come on, I got the reference and I just watched it. Did you see how desperate those people were?
I was desperate as well. Fucking going
I
from
completely forgot about that because Baltimore just never ended up facing any of them.
Yeah, they had Leopold contacts, so some of the know-how and, the knowing of what was going on there made it out to the rest of the fucking society.
How
yeah.
did they have Leopold contacts?
Because there was a Leopold hunter in there for a while. Hunting Marcus.
I may have brought him myself, actually. So, yeah.
He was after Baltimore.
No.
Actually, Marcus. Marcus
Oh.
was a Leopold hunter, but never met him. Presumed he was just empowering the local hunters. So.
You never met anybody. I always met the bad guys.
I actually met them fairly often. It's just that when we met bad guys, we had different experiences.
Fuck you.
Yeah. One experience involved smearing Hunter across the pavement. The other involved avoiding being smeared across the pavement by hunters.
Okay, Steel, what is your current humanity?
My current humanity is 6.
Okay. Okay. Let's see. How far would the embrace
How do
fix
I have
your-
more humanity than you, Steel?
You know what, Steel? Go ahead and get rid of all your wounds, because they're all just lethal. Aru, have you slept during the day?
I probably would have tried to get something, but I don't think I would have gotten very much because of everything that's going on. Mainly just sort of passed out from exhaustion.
Okay. Then, you probably wake before Steel does, and... Oh no, the body looks different. The bruises are gone. The wounds, it looks like they've closed. There's a crust of blood on them still, but... Oh no.
Yeah. I'm just sort of going to keep an eye on him, and I'm sort of going to back up, see if there's anything that I might be able to use as something to keep him off if he decides to attack me. Because even though I haven't seen an embrace yet, I don't think that the Leopolds actually talked about what the embrace entails, other than that maybe they go feral, and I'm basically going to be looking to see if there isn't something nearby that I can grab. Just in case
Roll
I need to.
a luck die and roll perception investigation for me.
Flat lock?
Yes. Okay.
Ooh.
Okay. Difficulty for perception investigation roll?
6.
Yeah, no.
Rip.
Okay. You know, you're still searching when you hear him stirring behind you.
Snap my head around and sort of try and twist to face him all the way.
You are waking up still. Nothing hurts
Okay.
anymore. You're better.
Can I try and check my life signs?
Okay. You check your life signs. Roll perception medicine.
Six?
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah. Nope. No life signs. Brain goes, "Fuck!"
Yeah.
Oh,
I turn
look,
and-
there's Gavin, looking very, disconcerted about you being awake.
Yeah, I assume I saw him check his life signs.
Yep, he
Yeah.
puts 2 fingers on his throat. You see the oh no look on his face.
Let me double check because your name, I can never remember it. I sort of say, David? Is that you in there? Or?
Yes.
Okay, you're
What
alright.
the fuck
Gotta sort of-
happened?
Well, it looks like the other vampires called for backup. They sort of came in here, and one of them ended up turning you.
Uh-huh.
You know, you're not exactly burning with hunger, but you're feeling kind of peckish. And you know, something in this room smells really good.
Yeah. I try and use my medical knowledge to see if what smells is something blood related around a woman's throat.
That is not a matter of medical knowledge, that's a matter of occult knowledge still.
Okay.
Roll
What
intelligence occult at 5 because you used to be with the society. You probably know that vampires eat blood. Yeah, you're pretty sure that vampires eat blood.
I just glare at Gavin.
Okay,
Like-
it looks like he's angry. You can see the hungry light in his eyes now.
I look at him and say, what's wrong? And I'm sort of still, and I sort of try and I'm backing up almost against the wall probably at this point.
There is a very heavy chair in the room, which you can try and shield yourself with.
I think I'll sort of edge towards that right now, ready to kind of jump behind it. And actually, well, I'm pretty sure I could assume that he got embraced. Like,
Yeah.
I don't remember Chris actually saying that I couldn't see anything.
Oh,
I
you
remember
you-
thinking I got
remember?
You saw him getting bitten and being given blood.
You saw everything, pretty much.
Yeah, and you saw that he
Yeah.
wasn't essentially breathing after that, and he hasn't been for the day. So yeah, you.
It's a simple leap of knowledge given that we're part of the society.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't know how the embrace necessarily works with just one occult, but from
Yeah.
what you've seen, you're pretty sure you now know how it works.
Mm-hmm.
So I am not starving for blood, but I would like some in me.
Oh
Hmm.
dear. Oh, I'm so
Was that
sorry.
something you said, or
No, it's something I'm thinking.
okay?
Okay. Aru, I'm gonna save you. Still, you've forgotten that you were that you're no longer breathing and that you're a vampire now and you have to eat blood. You think
So-
everything's normal.
I think I am normal and not a vampire.
Yes. Essentially, your brain blanks out the part that leads to the assumption that you're a vampire. You don't remember checking your life signs at all, and even the bit about you having been wounded recently is kind of fuzzy because that's directly tied to that. Other than that, you remember everything.
And there's memory lapses. Congratulations
Mhm.
on your derangement.
I lick my lips and look around if there is any, normal food. Anything like rations or up on an apple or something.
Not visible out in the open. It's probably put away. You could look though.
I'm just going to look in the room itself for something to eat.
Okay, roll perception investigation. Aru, he moves forward.
Yeah, this is the time when I move behind the chair.
Okay, Gavin seems to be focused on you or on something just past you. He seems scared. You, meanwhile,
Scared.
are happily looking for food. You find a mini fridge. It has
Ooh.
like 3 or 4 blood bags left in it. No actual food though.
I look at the bags.
You can't eat
shrug.
that. You're not a vampire.
Yeah. I look at the blood. I shrug. I close the fridge. I turn back to Gavin. Do you have an apple or sandwich or something?
Well, he's covering behind a chair in terror.
Yeah. No.
Okay. While saying that, I'm moving towards him because this is just normal for me.
Yeah. At that point, I sort of kind of make an effort to try and pick up the chair a little bit.
Okay, make a strength check at 6.
Okay. Nope.
You know, you move to pick it up, but it kind of slips. You didn't get a secure grip. And it's no longer between you and Steel. Not enough to block his approach anyway.
I approach a bit more towards Gavin and say, "Man, I'm really hungry. Do you have a sandwich? Can you get me something to eat? I'm starving." Kind of manipulation, empathy.
I think it's manipulation, intimidation, whether or not you intend it to be.
No, roll empathy at 9. Because, actually, given the situation, I'm debating 9 plus 1 because this is some serious self-preservation shit. Yeah, make it 9 plus 1. I'm not sure that this is gonna go through,
So-
Steel.
Straight up empathy.
Manipulation empathy, 9 plus 1.
I mean, this is my character, so it's totally something to do.
You see his fangs extending and he's just a hungry gleam in his eyes. telling you that he's really hungry and you should make him something.
Yeah. At that point,
And I just closed the fridge full of blood. See me uninterested in it.
Mhm. Yeah, at that point, I think I'm going to sort of kick you in the chest to get you the fuck away from me.
Okay. Roll
I have,
Dex Brawl at 7 to hit with a kick.
I have no
Can I
brawl,
try-
but I must roll.
Can I try and pat him away?
I don't
It
think you're
does-
expecting your good friend
No.
to kick you.
So is it Dex at 8 then? Because I don't have brawl. Or is it
Not
just-
for talents and not for combat rolls
Alright.
generally.
True, I wasn't expecting it. That
Alrighty.
is true.
So Dex at 7. Get the fuck away from me.
Okay. Kicks are a +1 bashing attack, so total of strength +2, given the success on the hit.
Alright, so strength +2 for damage.
Yep. Okay, Steel, please
away.
soak for bashing.
Let's see. I have 3.
Okay. You know, you feel the force of the blow, but it doesn't hurt as much as it should. In fact, it's almost like it doesn't really bother you that much. And then you remember, oh, that's why he's freaking out. Oh, fuck.
Not really now, but seriously, man, a kick. Seriously now.
Don't. You seem like you were trying to attack me. Just. Please don't go near me like that again. Please.
I was asking for a sandwich.
You remember that
your
you're a
fangs were
vampire against Steel.
Your fangs were extending. Looked like you were gonna try and bite me.
Right. I turn and go towards the fridge.
Okay. There are 4 blood bags in there. You want to rip into them?
I mean, I will drink them, but I'm not just going to make a mess of them.
Okay.
And see how I can do it.
Yeah, they taste disgusting. Give me wit self-control at 5 to choke them down.
At 5?
At 5. Okay. You can choke them down and you can add 2 blood points, but it tastes like it's something rotten. Honestly. Like it's starting to turn pretty hard.
So from the 4 bags, I only got 2.
Yes.
It's old blood. You were extracting what was still good in it, and it's not a whole lot.
Oh, okay. So I'm a bit better on the hunger, right?
It helped a little, but
Yeah, I need
You
a
are-
bit more, don't I?
you could ignore the stuff previously as well, but for reference sake, this was like a light snack. You're still not full.
Yeah, I need to get some more. And there's a whole. Do I know where I am even?
I
If
don't think
I-
you do. You were unconscious when you were brought here, I think.
Yeah.
I turn to Gavin and say, "So where are we right now?"
Basement of the hospital. I think that we should be getting some visitors later.
Okay, who is visiting?
Don't know their names, but they were pretty strong vampires.
Fuck. Hmm.
Well, that is annoying.
That's a lot of dice to pay.
Okay,
Oh my god.
you hear.
I think there was a willpower roll to not try and prank us or something.
You hear from outside the door in a clearly male voice trying to sound female. Housekeeping.
And I just sort of look at the door, give it a flat look, and then
I
sigh.
before he says anything, I go by the door, not knowing who this is, having no idea, and I try to respond back, trying to imitate Gavin's voice. Yeah, come in.
Okay.
I sort of saw
me-
it at the very bad attempt at imitating a.
I mean, I have
housekeeping-
performance.
Yes, still.
Yeah.
Manipulation performance at 7 if you would.
Nope.
And at that, I just sigh more. Both of you, whoever's out there, and you are terrible at voices.
You actually say that?
No. I'm still sighing, though. Doesn't mean I'm not thinking it.
Okay. The door opens. There's like 4 or 5 people clustered around the door on the other side. Let's see, where's that security dude? And I had a couple of these fucks there as well, I think. Reinforcements.
Kirk and Ishmael.
Yeah.
Good fucking times. Good fucking times.
Okay, so you're both alive. Wonderful.
I kinda look at the man who says that, like a strange look, like what
Who are
the fuck?
you?
No, like like a look of question, more or less.
Doesn't say anything. He's actually looking at Gavin right now. A lot more than you.
I sort of say hello. Actually, was it? One of the new vamps, or was it someone else? Or was it one of the people I've already met?
You have met maybe the security guard, because he was put out here to
Yeah.
guard you, but other than that,
Mm-hmm.
you can. Well, you recognize at least Kirk because he held you.
Yeah. So I sort of say hello.
The hunters. Delicious, like veal.
I assume this is Ishmael.
At that, I sort of creep behind the heavy chair that I'd been using previously, try and put something between us, because that's creepy.
I kinda do the same.
Kirk
Like, be
just
behind
glances
Kevin
at
even.
Ishmael as if he has heard something, and he moves forward to the chair.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, at that I'm just sort of like, yeah, no. I sort of slump a little bit, and I'm like, what do you want from us?
He just grins at you, and he just picks up the chair and breaks it over his knee, just shattering it. There's just flying everywhere pieces of wood.
Yeah, that'd get me to step back a little bit.
Wow.
That was Kirk doing it. But
Yeah.
Kirk has potence, so...
Yeah.
Which he activated for him. That's 6 successes. The chair goes... It just disintegrates into splinters.
At that, I kinda like stick to the back of the wall. Kinda like, nope, nope, nope.
So, the local baby vampires, they tell us that you're not like the other hunters that are killing our kind, and that we should go easy on you. But they're babies, and they're easy to convince, so start talking.
I sort of sigh at that, and at that point, I mentioned how, like, I don't think Kraft has actually shown signs of being. Well, actually, no. He's a fanatic for the mission, and I think he probably would have been demonstrating that during our time here, right?
Less than the other two. I think he's
Yeah.
a lot less obvious, so you wouldn't necessarily know.
Yeah. So I'd say that that the big two are Lothar and James, and I'd say their full names, but fuck saying their full names. And I mentioned
You
how
don't state his name.
no, no,
You
I won't. I don't want to mangle it.
state their names are.
Fine. I mentioned that that Lothar Arvin Theophil Gunter, so sort of in a mock pretentious tone, and James Herrick are they're both zealots, for lack of a better term.
All the
And
more reason to destroy them. See, you know everything about you. We've been watching you for a very long time. We know that you know how divination works, so why shouldn't I just open you up and use your entrails to scry them out?
Yeah, at that I sort of blink at the very very blatant threat, and I sort of at that my gaze sort of hardens a bit, and it's like because I was hoping that I wasn't dealing with monsters here.
I mean, they're assuming they're dealing with monsters, right?
I mean, I sort of glare at them, and I say that considering that if you really know everything about me, you'll know why I joined, which was to stop monsters from hurting the innocent.
But
I know where they're
he
set up
points
right
at
now.
Steel. That one
Mm-hmm.
has caused more harm through his good wishes than a crazed vampire usually does in a year, because crazed vampires have a sense of self-preservation and they don't want to be burned alive. Incidentally, why I imposed a certain amount of restraint on him if he wants to keep on living.
Yeah. At that I sort of sigh, and
He got
you
2 vampires killed in, what, a month? 2? Well, meaning well, quote unquote.
A week? Few days?
It wasn't. We were spending. It was happening weeks. He's counting from when he
At a time.
infiltrated.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not since we started actually
But-
playing.
At that I sort of sigh, and it's like they're at that point. It's like if you're looking at it like that, then there's no real defense that can be given. I am 110% done with life, Demi. At this point, I have no willpower, and have been that way for like the entirety of the day.
Actually, I would say that you would have recovered that one point during the day. That lets you
Yeah, Just
semi-function.
passing out. Yeah.
Actually, I'm gonna let the same be true for Steel as well. You can have 1 point of willpower. Or, in theory, resting in dreams of Malkov's warm embrace.
Maybe.
Mm.
Okay, fine. You have been semi-reasonable, so fine, I'll give you a chance, I'm just saying. You don't want to try and play us. Because we'll figure it out and there are gonna be consequences, and you're not exactly blameless. You were with these murderous assholes for how long? Years, wasn't it?
Yeah, probably. Probably joined them like 8 or 9 years ago after the whole events that actually led me to finding out about the supernatural.
Mm-hmm. Okay. See, the problem is, I kind of need to figure out what to do with you, and I need you to not be a problem, and I need to not die horribly to your murderous friends. I think you can sympathize. I don't want to be here, I don't want to deal with you, I don't want any part of this. So you know what? Maybe I'm overreacting a little bit, being a bit harsher than I need to be. Fair enough. So, talk to me, tell me, how can you help?
I presume I would know what they had now, and their likely response to this, which would be they're either going to be reacting to try and get us back or to try and hunt us down to murder us because it's a risk. That we're here.
Well, given the nature of especially the two of them, you are a secondary priority. They have a mission to kill the vampires. Unless they get different orders, they're gonna continue focusing on that.
That's fair. Though I'm not quite sure how Kraft will react again.
Well, yeah, but Lothar has kind of ended up being in charge.
Yeah. Wait, goddamn it! For some reason, my mind just blanked and I forgot what the question that
He asked
Ishmael asked was.
he asked how you can help.
I have a somewhat complete idea of what they can do and how they might react to this. The newest developments. I also know where their last and probably most recent safe house they set up is. Don't know if they've abandoned it by now or not, but yeah.
Good.
I also have
Good.
some idea of what their equipment is and their level of training and competence.
That's very good, but most of those things we already know. What can you actually do to help us, other than information? So I appreciate the effort.
Personal skills, it's mostly information gathering, and I am able to pull imprints of the past off of items to some degree, though it takes a lot out of me.
Oh, I can do it effortlessly.
Yeah. I sort of give him a look and like, you however can't operate during the daytime though, can you?
I have no worries. I know how to keep my sleeping arrangements safe, unlike the newbies.
I'm guessing this is a reference to the fact that one of them got executed during the day.
Do they know about that yet? You don't know.
We don't know about that.
Yeah, we don't. I know. I'm saying out of character, this is liable to be a reference to that.
Actually, yeah, you know, the more you no, that was rolled with the wrong character again. This is gonna be a theme.
God damn.
But yeah, You know, the more he talks, the more everyone's attention seems to focus on him, and it's almost like you can't look away. Go figure.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Should I roll something? Should I roll perception awareness to notice that it's supernatural? Or
Yeah, you can do that actually.
Can
all
I do
right.
that as well?
Yeah, both of you actually.
Alrighty. What difficulty?
We'll call it a 7.
Nope.
Yeah, you.
So I notice.
Oh yeah, you can definitely feel it. Though I think I might have rolled that at the wrong difficulty, but fuck it. I'm gonna reroll it now.
So yeah, I sort of blink and I look at him. What are you trying to do?
He seems to pause for a second at this. Huh. Picked up on that. Interesting. Well, this is a wonderful opportunity for me. You know how this works, hierarchies, etc. And you know what? The prince doesn't mind if we end up with a few extra vampires from this. And you are very perceptive, aren't you?
I sort of slowly nod at that.
Just casually takes a step forward. I wonder, there might be a career opportunity for you in this. Another step.
Yeah, at that I sort of tilt my head a little bit. What do you mean?
At this point, Kirk just grabs Ishmael's shoulder and pulls him back. He bundles him out of the room for like 2 or 3 minutes, and you can hear furious whispering from beyond the door.
Okay. So as they do that, can I go to Aruman and say, "We are defects. They will come after us, including you."
I sort of give him a little bit of a flat look. I'm like, you think I don't know that? Why do you think why do you think I'm talking with them now instead of trying to get us out of here?
I doubt they will just let you go. As a human, at least.
Uh-huh. You hear a yell from outside the room. Really? You want this fucker? I told Gangrel what? This is what your clan does? Why are you being a cunt? No, I'm not being greedy.
What do I know about that name? Can I roll for that?
Clan Gangrel?
Yeah.
Roll intelligence occult at 6 since you have 3. The ghouls are just shuffling awkwardly from foot to foot while this is happening.
Apparently, I know all the things.
Oh yeah, that is one of the more dangerous, as far as physical combat goes, clans in the, group that you're fighting. But they're usually renowned for toughness and being able to survive in the wild and bend beasts to their will. The fact that this one is so strong, on top of whatever abilities he might have from his clan, suggests that he is old and experienced.
So, old and experienced gangrel.
You hear... Okay. What would they do? Aru, do you want to get turned, first of all?
Do it. Join Steel.
I think my character would be wary of it because he's seen the drawbacks that he's seen that he's heard from the society that about how vampires can fly off the handle and hurt a lot of people, but he doesn't
think
really
about
at
that
this
while
point.
you're
I don't
offering
think,
somebody
especially
else
with
something, right?
especially if Steele decides to share that, I don't think he sees any way out of this but to become a vampire, just to work to minimize.
I'm going to whisper the information into this in a way that he will realize that if he tries to go against that dude, he will get utterly fucked.
Okay.
in any possible
Meanwhile,
way.
Ishmael is clearly not bothering to hide his voice. Okay, fine. I know the prince said 2. We'll either talk him into 3 or one of these fuckers will die. You can take the next one. That one will probably be able to fight, but I want this one. He can see things.
No, he wants our one.
Yeah, he wants me for my ability to actually see things supernatural. I mean, you can say that, but it's not likely. Also, the Tremere would probably like to dissect you for your skills more than
Probably.
anything else, their friends.
Actually, both of you as sanctioned witches are the kind of people Tremere try to embrace when they can.
Yeah.
Because you already have innate thaumaturgy in you.
Somewhat. I think him more than me, but yeah.
Yeah,
Ah.
he.
So yeah, there seems to be a discussion about how likely someone named Xandor is gonna be able to help them to convince the prince to give them even more rope. Despite the prince hating them. Kirk seems mildly pessimistic for that working again, but Ishmael believes that it can be done. Especially considering the danger involved in this favor and their good service, quote unquote. I mean, it would look bad if he didn't reward them handsomely, honestly. Clearly, in these troubling times that he launches into a speech.
An impassioned speech. Yeah, at that point, I sort of blink at that and I'm like, wow, I didn't realize it was that bad.
Yeah.
The ghouls
They are
right
kinda
now are
basic,
trying to not
so-
meet your eyes anymore. They clearly don't want to be here.
Yeah, I give them a bit of a pitying look, and then I sort of go back to trying to listen to them.
I mean, you could try and make a run for it. Everyone seems to be about as distracted as they're likely to be.
No, that's
did
liable to get both me
share.
and Steel killed.
No,
Yeah.
I did share what that thing is with you to the T.
Yeah, so you know that
Yeah.
You're
yeah,
fucked. if
you
are.
you both know at least somewhat that it's a gangrel, and from the way they're talking, it sounds like they're peers on the same level. So, ooh,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, so I know that vampires have special powers. Can I try and see if I can trigger any of those in any way?
okay. How would you like to do that?
So, what would be the most known to hunters that vampires have as supernatural powers?
The common 8. Animalism, fortitude, potence, celerity, aspects, obfuscate, dominate, and presence.
Yeah, I'm going to try and. Do I know how each one more or less works in a sense?
You know how
what it
the
affects?
gangrel ones work based on that roll, but you wouldn't necessarily. You just know that they are a thing in very generic terms, like, speed, strength, toughness, invisibility, heightened senses, on that level. You know that those are
Okay,
things, you don't know
so-
specifics.
So, since I'm about the gangrel, I'm going to first go through the gangrel ones and try to figure out if any of those is what I have. Because I
Mhm.
have no fucking clue what I even have.
How do you go about it?
Yeah, there are
Big
no
question.
animals here. You try to push the blood to make yourself super tough, and you can consider your stamina buffed by 1 for the scene, but
Oh fuck! God damn it!
I think you misunderstand about something here, Steel. You don't have an understanding of what you can do. Not
Yeah,
really.
yeah,
That's
I'm
not what
trying
you
to
were.
figure
he
it
has an
out.
idea as to what vampires can do in general, and he's trying to push his internal levers randomly. He succeeds at buffing stamina by 1. That's about all he succeeds at.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't know what levers you're pulling. You're just kind of going.
Yeah. I'm doing
Exactly.
what my character would do. try to science this bullshit.
Meanwhile, from the outside, no, I'm not gonna screw you over. Yes, we'll turn the next one. Listen, short of an interference from God, I solemnly promise you can take the next one. No, it's not gonna be like that time.
Yeah, I thought I sort of sigh at that because I'm like I'm remembering fucking James. It's like sigh. I don't think that God is on their side right now, honestly.
Ishmael just leans into the doorframe. So, we were talking. Starts walking back in.
Yeah, at that I sort of look at him like in a sort of way. It's like, of course you were talking. We heard. Just the flat look of exasperation.
I don't know if you've noticed, but I've made your friend better. I'm gonna do the same to you. You're gonna laugh.
I sort of nod slowly, like in my mind, I'm like, it's debatable as to whether you made him better, but sure, whatever lets you sleep soundly at night.
That's exactly what he wanted.
He just stops, blinks like, excuse me.
Yeah, just saying that in my mind, he was reading it. I'm like, ugh. That I'm sort of like, whatever. Just, whatever helps you sleep at night, sure.
No, really, go over this. In what way is he not better?
Can't go out during the day.
Details.
The murderous beast.
Well, you're still alive. It's gonna be fine. He control himself. It's not that big.
And I just sort of sigh at that. I'm like, whatever.
No. Really, let's talk about this. Really, what don't you like here? Really, just go on. Speak your mind. Use your words.
I'm like I more have a problem with the whole issue of the beast than anything else with this. That seems off to me. Doesn't seem. It seems like a downgrade from humanity, if you ask me.
Step sideways.
I'm like, I might as well, or he's going to make me, and sort of step sideways.
Wow, that was. You will make an excellent fucking Avian. You have got the. I haven't even turned you, and you already understand. Baby boy. I am so proud, baby boy. Yes, still, you can roll for Malkavian. I mean, now it's hitting home when he's seen how Steel changed, right?
Oh man.
Now it's suddenly real.
Yes.
Yeah, the Malkavians are the most infamous of this group. They're the crazy ones. The batshit insane ones. It all makes so much sense now.
It makes so much sense why I just remember.
No, why he's acting that way. Your behavior makes perfect sense to you. It's the other Malkavians that are crazy.
Oh, fuck.
That's why every Malkavian usually.
The rest of your clan is crazy. You're sane. Don't
Yeah, that's why every Malkavian claims that they are the sane one. Because it makes sense
each and every
to them.
Malkavian is the sane one in Clan Malkavian. So, none of them are right, and all of them are right.
Do I know any of the powers?
You know they can fuck with heads and just really screw with people, and they have heightened senses and that invisibility thing.
I will try to hide, like really hide.
Okay, Steel covers besides the mini fridge. He's very visible. Ishmael just looks at him and just stops for a good 30 seconds just contemplating. Huh. Well, okay, I can see how you could arrive at the conclusion that it's not an improvement, but honestly, I think that's the material I use.
So he turned to look at me, right?
Yeah, he's looking at you. I mean, you were inside of ghouls the
So-
whole time. Yes, it clearly didn't work.
Yeah, clearly. I will try to look extra better. Try and focus like extra well.
On who?
On Gavin. On Gavin.
Um, roll me willpower at 8 to see if you manage to somehow force it through sheer will.
Is this a current or okay?
Okay. You know, 2 successes. It seems like the room gets lighter for a 30 seconds or so, and then it fades back into the usual shade. You might have had something, or you might have been imagining it. But you probably had something at least.
I am clearly a sane person, so I'm not imagining it. I am clearly the sane one. So I will try again to see if it will
Your
stick
sire's
this time.
crazy as fuck, though.
I am not my sire. I'm a sane one. He is the crazy one.
Okay, listen. Ignore
Clearly.
the crazy one. He was clearly insane before I got to him. This is not my fault. I take no responsibility for this.
Yeah.
I tried to
just-
focus again.
I can already see that it's going to be futile to try and argue the point with him. I may not agree, but there is no arguing this point.
Okay, listen. You know what? I can't let you be functional and do this, so I'll give you the option. I can either drive you completely batshit insane, potentially for a year or two, and you're gonna be out of commission until this is resolved. Or okay, I could just turn you so there's no way coming back. So you can stay human. I can make it work. Kirk will be happy about it. Kirk just glares.
Oh man.
But you're not really gonna be normal anymore.
That was never an option the second I joined the society in the first place, or the time when I found out about the existence
Yeah,
of
you really
vampires.
stepped into the bird shit with that one, didn't you?
Yeah.
I tried to focus
I-
again.
Steel is just is squinting at you extra harder while this conversation is happening.
Yep, I am
Yeah.
making my best to make it stick. I'm clearly saying it, I'm not seeing shit.
Yeah, it's not sticking other than that one Steel. One roll per scene. You are not gonna fish another one out of me just yet.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
it's fine. I'm
Doesn't
just
mean he's
doing.
gonna stop trying.
Yeah, no, my
Okay.
character is trying that and to hide.
Yeah.
Apparently something worked. He's on the right track.
I sort of say that I either turn here or I'm pretty sure the society is gonna try and murder me.
I mean, listen. I can teach you how to go do some really, really cool shit. And he then proceeds to tell you about an encounter you had in like 4th or 5th grade. Something that stuck in your memory.
Yeah.
Ah, awesome, isn't it? Huh?
I sort of like that's slightly creepy, but okay.
What do you mean creepy?
And I say my reading's cool and all, but it's a bit odd to be on the receiving end of it.
Oh, so you can dish it out but not take it, eh? I thought better.
Like, I'm pretty sure you thought the same way when you were first embraced.
Oh no, my sire was batshit crazy. He didn't bother reading my mind. He just, kind of used me as a distraction for. But that's a separate issue. I am sane and you are gonna turn out fine as well. Steel is still squinting at you.
Yeah.
Still, David is squinting at the same time, trying to hide when he's not squinting, like really extra hard.
Yes, Steel, neither of those are fucking working.
I know.
Yeah. Neither of them are working, but okay.
I'm just describing what he's saying.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Bye.
Neither of them are working doesn't stop him from trying.
Steel,
That I
what's
sort of
your...
sigh and I'm like, you know what? Sure, fuck it. I don't think I'm getting out of this alive any other way.
You know, I am glad that you have seen sense. I am so proud of you. I'm glad that we are not gonna have a bad aftertaste because of this. We're not gonna have conflict. I'm glad that we could get on the same page. Come here. Just beckons you closer.
Yeah, I'll walk closer.
I need you to roll me courage at 7 to see if you have the balls to walk to your death here.
Yeah, okay. Okay.
Okay, you
Not
try to take a
quite.
step and then you just have to stop because your knees are shaking so bad. Do you want to try again at a higher difficulty?
Yeah, I think I'll spend a willpower. I think I'll spend that willpower, and then I'll try again.
Okay.
There we are, 2 successes.
He just pulls you closer, whispers in your ear, I'm so proud, baby boy, and bites you.
Yep. And at this point, I'm pretty sure everything goes blank for a little while.
Yes. So, still, you see Gavin get bitten, drop to the ground, and Ishmael proceeds to give him a point of blood back. So... Steel.
Yes.
Roll off luck against Aru. You want to roll higher than Aru this time.
Okay, roll off time.
Hey. Oh,
Ah.
fuck.
Okay, tie break it for me.
All right.
Come on, Aru.
All
Yes!
right. God
No!
damn it, Steel.
We'll just give
Oh,
you two
fuck.
some privacy. We'll be back in about an hour. We have to go raid the fridge here.
So confused about what these rolls are about. And what
They are
do.
to see if they become a zombie before the blood kicks in and prevents that from kicking in.
Yeah. Aru got scotch-free.
Yeah.
So-
I got
so-
scot-free. You not as much.
So, do I see it staring at all?
We'll get to that still.
Mm-hmm.
Meanwhile, what are the rest of you doing this fine night while someone's getting boned by Malkavian?
Well,
So
we
we
don't
will
have
get
any
off on
current
that.
leads, and we don't want to try and do this at night because they probably know we are going after him at this point. But
Probably.
we're trying to be careful and basically just holding out here
Okay.
while having Kraft just kind of scout around with his drone nearby.
So
Yeah.
we're waiting for daytime again?
Basically,
Okay.
having night watch.
Okay. Craft, give me perception technology.
Perception technology. Difficulty.
6, but this will be contested.
I spend a willpower.
You can, if you want.
I want.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Okay.
Yes.
You see a figure just trying to remain inconspicuous. Near your safe cows, just glancing up the road at it. But he's not really looking above, and the drones are pretty high and pretty small. And oh, look. Actually, no, he has a very high humanity. So he does give up some heat, but it's really weird that he's scouting out the place. So, good chance that he's at least a lackey. In fact, he looks like one given the circumstances.
So, where did you go, Epic, or were you still here during the night watch thing?
Everyone is
we're
in the
all
van.
here.
You are
Yeah,
keeping
well,
the van.
We're
okay,
just
Everyone's
everybody.
in the in the plain
stop
white
anything
van,
that tries
essentially.
to attack. We're just sitting here, ready to stop any attacks on us while you're doing the scouting.
Demi, how are you passing your time while you are just essentially waiting and chilling?
Oh, what would I do actually?
Praying
I'd
to
probably,
God.
yeah, I'd probably be doing that since it seems
Steal!
to be.
I could fucking choke you. I was waiting for him to come up with that answer himself. We have a rule about no advice.
Sorry.
I mean, I was going to definitely try and see if I could do the whole thing from before. Like, if could God give me another message?
Mm-hmm. That's just difficulty would vary whether you're actually praying or just waiting or how, depending on how you went about it. But either way, this dude is pretty close. And you are waiting for a sign this time, so give it to me at perception awareness at 6 this time. Since he is pretty damn close.
Okay.
You know what? After night falls, at some point you start to get the feeling that it doesn't feel very evil, but there is something mildly corrupt or twisted or slightly off nearby.
Something's wrong again.
I would
I look to
inform.
Lothar. God has sent me another message.
Well, we have one lead.
Yep, and in the meantime, Kraft is just looking at the figure from above going, yeah, just standing there, that's really, no, that is not normal. He must be one of them. But he's one, well, he must be a ghoul, you know?
I had 3 successes. Bless.
No, it's because he's high humanity that he's actually able to recover.
Yeah,
that Ishmael is able to recover from this.
It's a
Yeah, that's not
humanity
a
thing,
thing, dude.
Craft.
Yeah.
Ishmael would light up slightly more on the true fate thing, maybe. But all vampires are capable of blushing up. It's just that if you're really high, it's free and happens automatically.
Yep.
So I'm just gonna tell them about this ghoul watching our place.
Okay, Demi, you look at the screen. That's it, that's what you're sensing. You can just tell.
I
Your
assume
mind
it's a
just
ghoul.
goes ping.
Ping. I just tell them, this is what God has sent me. That be
Oh,
of
good.
damn.
All right. Well, let's get ready then.
I get my sniper and my pistol. Let's go.
Kraft, I just want you to keep a watch over it. If things go south, be ready to either A, try to run it over, or B, pick us up. I'll leave it up to you, your judgment
Okay,
on which is
Kraft, you glance back at the figure and you had set the auto tracking for the drone on it. You can see that it's just rapidly moving down the alley away from the house now as soon as that decision is made.
Oh, well, time to cut it off.
It's funny. It's funny, guys. Seems to know something.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Do I still feel the ping sort of where he went?
As
We
long
have
as
a
he,
scout on it.
yeah, as long
One
as
of
he
us just starts
doesn't
driving.
get, you can't sense his exact location, but you have as before, a vague feeling of direction and distance, so you can home in on it.
Oh yeah. I tell Kraft, all right, keep track of where he's going. I'll go ahead and drive for a little while. You also keep track of where he's going. That way you can't lose us easily.
So to sort of make it so I can sort of focus in on him, I'm gonna actually sit down now and sort of not really in a like a meditative state, in a sense, sort of like trying to focus in
Mm-hmm.
to see if I could maybe clear out better.
doesn't really change so much as it doesn't fade as long as you do that. Give me a wits occult roll to see how well you're able to, or just straight up wits if you don't have that, or
I don't have wits. It's occult.
actually you can use hunter tactics to help you figure out how this would work.
So wits hunter tactics.
Yeah, that's 6.
This is for finding him, so I'm going to.
This is to figure out how his. This is for figuring out what the rules might be for your ability to find him.
Okay then. Yeah, I'll go 6.
Okay. Well, you know that it eventually fades, but you don't necessarily need to be meditating the whole time. Once you reach that state where God speaks to you, apparently it lingers for several hours.
Okay.
So whatever you get a ping on, you can just start going towards and try to get to, without needing to worry about actively maintaining it.
Sweet.
Okay, and
Yeah,
since someone else with high humanity is about to get killed, we can split the video here.